What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Majotori. I'm your host, the Birdman, known as Falcon, and this right here showed up in my inbox a couple of days back, and I read the premise behind it, and I was actually fairly interested in it, so I decided to do a video for us here today about it. Now, essentially what this boils down to is really about one simple question, which is, are you willing to risk something really terrible happening in your life if it means a chance for your strongest, most desired wish to come true? And you're playing the role here of a witch named Lariat, and she goes around and she basically gives this proposition to everybody that she meets. And if they answer everything correctly, their wish comes true. If they fail a couple of questions, then something terrible might happen to them. And what's really cool about this is that the entire game is interconnected with each other, so whatever happens to one person might have an impact on somebody else's storyline as well, which sounds very interesting to me. So without further ado, let's get into the game over here as soon as possible. A girl was born, her name, Ava. Ava grew up with her mother, never knew her father. Her mother would always tell her stories about princesses living in magical kingdoms. One day, Ava decided she wanted to be a princess. She closed her eyes and wished for it really hard. When she opened them again, she saw a little witch in front of her. I'm Lariat the Witch, and I'm here to offer you a deal. Play a game of trivia with me, and I will make your wish come true. But every wrong answer will be a chance of something bad happening instead. With a bit of doubt in her heart, Ava accepted the deal, and the trivia began. And this is where we come into play ourselves now. So, question number 1. In which of the following video games can't you shoot arrows? We have Diablo 2, we have Uncharted Drake's Fortune, we have Chivalry the Medieval Warfare, and we have Crisis 3. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have no idea which one is this. Alright, Uncharted. I don't remember Drake ever having a bow in Drake's Fortune, which should be the first one, right? Uncharted. Oh, baby, got it right. I have played that game, I just haven't played it in a while, so it's been a very, very long time. What was the first feature-length computer animated film? Dinosaur, Toy Story, Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, A Bug's Life. Okay, this is a terrible movie for one. It's not that one. I remember that Squaresoft used a ton of money for it though, and then they almost went out of business because they basically banked all their money in that movie, and oh my god, that it bombed. A Bug's Life came after Toy Story, so it can't be that one maybe, right? I'm gonna say it's either I have no idea what the hell Dinosaur is. I'm gonna say Toy Story. Boom, baby, alright, got that one right too. Good so far. In which of these video games are you pursued by a rebel fleet? Oh, FTL! Shit, son! I played the hell out of FTL. FTL was one of the reasons why I started getting really into indie games. Oh my god, loved the hell out of that. Who of the following is not a character in the video game Heavy Rain? I played that. Have I? Heavy Rain? Yeah. That's the one with Jason! Yeah. Ethan's the main character. Scott Shelby is, well, if you haven't played Heavy Rain, I don't want to spoil it, but he's the detective, we'll say that. Is Madison the reporter lady? Because if it's Madison, it's probably Jodie Holmes. Boom, baby, got it. Alright, so Madison's the reporter. Figured as much. What color is the hair of the main character in the anime Bleach? Okay, guys, I've never watched Bleach in my life. I'm trying to remember if I've seen video game covers of the games, though. I want to say I always see a character with yellow or orange hair. So, because I don't see yellow here, I'm gonna go with orange. Oh my god! Falcon's 5 of 5. Which of these animated Disney movies was released in the theaters first? Okay. Disney movies, theaters. Okay. That might be the tricky part here, theater. Alright, so we could go with, I want to say Beauty and the Beast should be the oldest one here, right? They're all roughly around the same era. I want to say Beauty and the Beast was the first one, though. Damn, son, I'm on fire right now. This is kind of catering to, like, my age of stuff, so it's kind of making it slightly easier. I mean, the Bleach one I had no idea, but I lucked out. Which of these movies is set in the Vietnam War? The Thin Red Line, Saving Private Ryan, Pearl Harbor, Apocalypse Now. I think it should be Apocalypse Now, right? Damn right. Yeah, it's a great movie. You haven't watched that movie yet? Definitely go watch it. How many swords does the main character in the video game Tales of Symphonia use? Tales of Symphonia, I have played that. It's 2, right? He's got a sword in each hand? Yeah, it's gotta be 2. Boom! I don't know what his name is, but I know he's got 2 of them. I played that game a long time ago. Really fun. In which of these movies is there a character called Jack Skellington? Oh, come on! Nightmare Before Christmas! Damn, son! Got everything right! Ha ha! Ava, your wish is about to come true thanks to me. Congratulations, said Lariat, and then she vanished. The next day, the king came to Ava's house, surrounded by the press. He claimed to be Ava's secret father and asked her mother to come live with him. Since her father was the king, it turned out that Ava was a princess. Hey, good ending. Very cool. Excellent. So now we get to choose where we want to branch off to now. And as I mentioned, everything that you do has a connection with something else as well. So let's go check out... Are you like a firefighter, Yvette? Let's go check out Yvette over here. When Yvette and her team arrived, the fire had already taken most of the house. My little son is still inside, screamed a woman. We can't go in there, said one of Yvette's colleagues. But she wasn't listening. She entered the house and found the boy. But then the house began to collapse. The way out was blocked. She looked around, desperately wishing to find an opening. Instead, she found the witch. There's no time, the witch said. We have to make a deal. Yvette didn't even ask for the details. This was her only option. Alrighty, so I guess we'll save her if she gets it right. How was the video game Mother 2 renamed for its American release? Oh, Earthbound. Earthbound, baby. Amazing game as well. That's one of like my earliest. I think Earthbound was the game that got me into RPGs, if I remember correctly. I rented it on a whim. I played it and I was so like surprised that it was like a modern day RPG. Like, you know, I've been so used to like, you know, like fantasy RPGs, you know, in the past, history, magic, and Earthbound was like the first modern day RPG for me at least, and I was just like, oh man, this is awesome. It kicked my ass though. I was a kid. It just kicked the shit out of me, but I beat it later on in life, so I eventually got through it. In what fictional city is the video game BioShock Infinite set? Columbia, right? Yeah. How does Alice first shrink in Disney's animated movie, Alice in Wonderland? Drinking from a bottle, right? Or is it eating a mushroom? Man, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember this one too much. It's not a had. Did she eat the mushroom to become big or small? I forget. I'm gonna say drink from a bottle. Okay, I got it right. What was the first video game in which you could play as both Mario and Sonic? Was it not the Olympic game? Mario Party 8, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I don't think Sonic was in Brawl. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform. I think it was the Olympic game. Yeah! I remember seeing that because like it was like the first time they were together and like people were like, man, we got it from an Olympic game. It was kind of weird. You know, Sega and Nintendo back in the days had that big rivalry. In which of these video games can you play as Wreck-It Ralph? Yo, I got no idea. Okay, I haven't played this game. I haven't played Birth by Sleep. I played 1 and 2, but I don't think I ever played Birth by Sleep. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, I have not played that either. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna say... I get a feeling it's gonna be like one of these Battle Royale games, so maybe either one of these. Could it be like a Disney game, though? Is Wreck-It Ralph from Disney? I don't know. Wow. Well, either way, I would've got that one wrong, because that's the last game I really expected it to be at. Okay. Had no idea about that one. What is Harry's weapon of choice in the movie Dirty Harry? It's a revolver, baby. Do you feel lucky, punk? What company built a research facility in which the video game Portal is set? Oh, that's gonna be, oh wow. If I get this one wrong, it's not Black Mesa. Umbrella's Resident Evil. Is it Aperture Science? I could get this one wrong, man. I'll be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with Portal. I've seen my ex-girlfriend play through Portal 1 and 2, but I've never actually played it myself. Okay, I got it right. Not familiar with it, but at least I remembered enough. What was the first video game from the Tales of series? It's not Symphonia. I want to say it's Tales of Fantasia. Boom! Which was back in the Super Nintendo, if I'm right. Really cool game. In which of the following video games must you avoid dying in your sleep? It's not Dead Space. Five Nights at Freddy? No. You're awake the entire time, right? I haven't played Catherine. But I know it's not also Silent Hill. It's gotta be Catherine, right? Yeah. I've never played Catherine. I always wanted to play it, but I just never got around to it. So we got everything right -1. So... Oh, she should be fine. We saved the vet too. Ha-ha! Alright. Congratulations, said Lariat, and then she vanished. One of the walls of the house collapsed, revealing the outdoor. Yvette took the chance and jumped without thinking it twice. Then she herself collapsed. Was she fine though, or what? Oh yeah, she passed out, but she was fine. She's a hero. She woke up in a hospital bed. The kid she had rescued and his mother were there to thank her. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a fighter just like you, he said. Yvette was moved. Aww. Another good ending. You guys want me to fail one on purpose? Is that what you guys are getting to right now? Falcon, fail one already. Want to see what happens terribly. Well, I might. I mean, assuming the questions are kind of difficult, I will probably fail one at some point. Here we have new people now. We have Fatima, Zelates, and Juliet. Is Juliet being hung or something? Let me go with this one. What if this is like a continuation of what we just did right now? The kid wanted to be a firefighter? It could be, I don't know. Zelates had finally made his dream come true. After so many years of hard work, he was now officially no, different person. Astronaut. What is up with his face? What's that? He entered the selection process of a satellite station maintenance mission. If he was chosen, he would be able to go to space. He had done well in the physical trials, but this mission required exceptional theoretical knowledge. He closed his eyes and wished to do well on the exam. Aha! You know what happens when you wish, right? Lariat appeared and you know how it goes. Okay. What name does Cinderella give to the fat mouse she rescues in the Disney movie? Cinderella is one of the few Disney movies I'm not familiar with. From the olden ones, anyway. So I really don't know. I think it's either Duke or Octavius, but I could be wrong. I think I'm going to be wrong. Hey, I got it! Okay. It was either one of those, but I wasn't really too certain. Which one of these is not a main character in the Fire Emblem saga? Okay, I know Hector's from one of the old ones, Super Nintendo ones. Erica, I think Erica's from the Game Boy Advance ones. Mustadio? I think it's either one of these two, unless Hector or Erica's the main character, unless Hector's like a supporting character. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's either one of these two. I'm gonna say Mustadio. Boom! Okay. Yeah, is that even from Fire Emblem? When I hear Mustadio, I think of like Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright, anyway. In which of these movies is there a character named Ramona Flowers? Oh, that's from Scott Pilgrim, right? Yeah. I've never seen that movie, but well, it doesn't exist anymore because it's off the market. But the PlayStation game for it on the PS3 was a PSN arcade game or whatever. Really, really amazing beat-em-up game. Which one of these movies was released in the theaters first? Okay. Revenge of the Sith, Minority Report, Twilight, The Prestige. Okay, so you are part of the terrible 3 prequels that happened, but you're the last one of it. I don't know what year these came out. I'm thinking it's either Minority Report or The Prestige. Boom! Okay. Twilight seems kind of recent. Minority Report seemed like the oldest one there, which was Tom Cruise if I'm right. How many trials must be completed to become a pirate in the video game The Secret of Monkey Island? Okay. I'm gonna fail this one. I have never played The Secret of Monkey Island. Okay, before you get mad, before you start thinking, Falcon, how have you not played that game? I didn't really get into PC games until like maybe late 2000, Early 2000, I mean not late, but late 2000s, early 2010. I didn't get into PC gaming until then, so before then, never really played a PC, which was, this was a PC game, The Secret of Monkey Island. That being said, I got no idea. How many trials must be completed to become a pirate? I don't know, 3 sounds like a good number to me. Yes! Oh yeah, 3 sounds like a really good even number to me. Actually, it's an odd number when you think about it, but let's not argue over semantics now. What superhero stars in the movie The Dark Knight? Oh, I don't know, I just happen to be the biggest Batman fan of all time. I like The Dark Knight, it's... I know a lot of people love The Dark Knight. I think it's a good movie. Not my favorite rendition of Batman, though. How does the main character get a jetpack in the video game Jetpack Joyride? Never played this, and I don't know anything about this game. He steals it, he gets it as a present, he builds it, he buys it. Present? No, he steal. I was gonna go with steal it, but I don't know. I don't know anything about this game. In which of the following video games do you visit Jerusalem? Okay. Assassin's Creed, maybe? I played Alpha Protocol. Really fun, yet it's a game that's very flawed, but still kind of cool. You go on missions all over the world in Alpha Protocol, so that could be a possibility. Assassin's Creed, the first one? I didn't play the first one. Actually, I played, I just didn't really enjoy it. So, Bayonetta? Does Bayonetta even happen in the real world? Okay. Could be Modern Warfare. I don't know, I haven't played. I'm not a big Call of Duty fan myself either. I'm gonna say Alpha Protocol. Assassin's Creed, yeah. I figured that was where Assassin's Creed took place, but I played the first one and I just found it really monotonous and boring, so I never played it. The following one, 2 and 3, I think, were alright. And then there's like 70 million different spin-offs, which I can't even keep track of anymore, but the first one just bored me to tears. The second one and third one with Ezio Amore, or whatever his name was, those were actually kind of fun. In what year was Forrest Gump released in theaters? Oh, come on, years? I'm terrible with years, dude. Okay, it can't be 83 because that's way too late. Or way too early, I guess. It's not 87 either. It's a 90s movie. The thing is, what 90s? I'm gonna say 1990. Oh, 94. Oh my god, this person might not have their astronaut wish come true. Alright, you guys wanted to see a fail, I'm sure. So... Oh, they lucked out. They still got it. Congratulations to Lariat, and then she vanished. The day of the exam arrived. All the questions were about things he had studied. He nailed it. See, that never happened to me. Like, whenever I used to study for big exams in college, whatever I would literally study for would never be on the exam. It pissed me off so much. Like, I would study something so badly, and then the exam come through, and it's kind of like, oh, this is everything but what I studied. Excellent. Anyway, this is the follow-up to Zelati's, so I think we're almost out of time, guys. Let me do one more. We have a follow-up to Ava the Princess, and we have one to Zelati's. But let's do the one with Zelati's up in space now, which should be kind of fun, I suppose, because he's out in space now. And if I didn't fail the first time around, there's a chance he might fail now. Zelati's was maintaining a satellite station in space when something went horribly wrong. A compartment of the satellite suddenly exploded. Everything was being sucked into space. His companion managed to grab his hand, but Zelati's knew she wasn't strong enough to save them both. In a heroic act, he sacrificed himself. Moments later, Zelati's was floating away in the void of space. He wondered if his oxygen would run out before he died of hypothermia. He wished he could get back to the satellite, somehow. She's wearing a spacesuit. That is awesome. Do you want a little push in that direction? Asked Lariat, appearing in a yellow spacesuit. She had her helmet open. On second thought, that sort of made sense, her being a witch and all. Zelati's really had nothing to lose from the deal. He's gonna die anyway. Okay. In which of the following video games do you control 2 characters simultaneously? That is brothers. Yep. That one was very easy. I haven't played it, but I saw a lot of footage of it when it was first coming out. A lot of people were like saying it was a great game. I just never got around to playing it. Where do the main characters from the movie I Love You, Philip Morris fall in love? Haven't watched that one. In prison? I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know the answer to that one and I wanted to fail it, so we actually get a bad ending. Should I just botch it? I'll throw. You guys want me to throw? I'll throw. I'm gonna purposely try to get the wrong answers that I know of that are wrong. What are the artificial humans called in the movie Blade Runners? The replicants, but I'm gonna go with automatons. Yeah. I believe me, I threw that one. Blade Runner's amazing, so I threw that one easily. What nation attacks the harbor in the movie Pearl Harbor? Let's go with Russia here. You know, obviously it's Japan. It's, you know, basic history. Which of these is not a starter Pokemon in a video game? Pokemon Pearl. Okay, hold up. I'll be honest with you, Pokemon Pearl is where I started not paying too much attention to the series anymore. Mudkip is from from Ruby and Sapphire, which I still played a lot when it came out, so which of these is not a starter? Oh, so yeah, Mudkip would be the right answer, so I'm looking for the wrong one. Wait, what am I looking for? Piplup? Chimchar? Oh, okay, so Mudkip's the right one. So I'm looking for who was a... Okay, yeah, so let me go with Piplup, which is going to be wrong. Yeah, Mudkip's the right one because he's from Ruby and Sapphire. And Piplup, Chimchar, and Turtwig, I think they're from Pearl. There's the 3 starters if I'm right. Which of these video games takes place during a summer camp? Snatcher, The Plan, The Wolf Among Us, Psychonauts. Well, I know for a fact it's not The Wolf Among Us, so I'll go with that one. In what fictional country is the video game Papers, Please said? Down here, baby. But, again, we want the wrong one, so let me go with Legend of Zelda. It's in Hyrule, obviously. And yes, I'm aware that I'm about to kill this man. I'm sorry, Zelatis. Maybe I should have failed for the princess one instead. What is the main character addicted to in the movie Trainspotting? I think it's heroin, isn't it? Yeah. That's another movie I haven't watched. Another classic, but I haven't watched that one. But I know enough about it. Who is the Guybrush's nemesis in the video game series Monkey Island? Well, again, I'm not familiar with that, so... I know it can be Carmen Sandiego, so I'll go with that one. Or Sephiroth. Ramon Salazar. Why does Ramon Salazar sound familiar? I know it's from something I've played or seen. Sephiroth's Final Fantasy VII, Carmen Sandiego, pretty self-explanatory. I have no idea. Ramon Salazar sounds so familiar. Anyway, here we go. He should fail. Unless he's very, very lucky. No way. Okay, just barely. So we're about to see what happens when you fail. Sorry, said Lariat, and then she vanished. Not much later, he had to wonder no more. It was hypothermia. Oh. I feel bad killing him, man. Maybe I wanted to do like a run where everybody survives. Whatever. Wooly? Is that from... That's from Two Best Friends Play or whatever, right? I'm not familiar with them, but I know enough of them. I've heard the names, so that's probably from Two Best Friends Play. Alright guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Majotori. Really fun game. If you want to see some more, let me know and we shall cover a bit more. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up here, but all the information will be down below. Really fun game. I will catch you next time.